Today we shall discuss how to draw the velocity triangles. Yesterday I shown the velocity triangles when the jet is coming from the left side. Today I will draw the velocity triangles when it when the jet is coming from the right side. Now this is the center of the turbine, okay, and this indicates the circular disc, which is a rotating element over which the number of blades are mounted. So I will show one of the blade here. Now this is one of the blade mounted over the circular disc. Mounted over the circular disc. I will show the periphery of the turbine. Now see, this is the periphery which shows the rotation of the blades. Now jet is coming from the right side. This blade is facing. Now see, this is the jet. From the nozzle. Now see, this is the nozzle. In case of steam turbines and gas turbines, stationary blades acts as a nozzle. Okay, now see, this jet is coming with the velocity v1. Now this v1 is inclined at certain angle, as we know that any force acting at certain angle resolving into horizontal components and vertical components. So now the jet is resolved into, say, this is horizontal component and this is vertical component. Okay, and so this is vertical component and this is horizontal component. Now the horizontal component is tangent to the rotor. Now see, tangent to the rotor. Horizontal component is a tangent to the rotor, which indicates a tangential component of the v1. Now see here, tangential component. This one. So which is represented by VW1. Velocity of whirl, it is also called as the velocity of whirl. This is this tangential component. Now this is VW1. The vertical component is, this is vertical component, so represented by VF1. Vertical component is VF1. Now so this is VW1. VW1. When the jet with the velocity v1 impinging on the blades start to move, start to rotate with angular velocity omega. When the blade is moving, the relative velocity comes into picture. Relative velocity means the flow of jet, the velocity of the jet with respect to the motion of the blade. This relative velocity is taken as VR1. Now so this is relative velocity VR1. VR1. Now the angle between V1 and VW1, it is alpha 1. Alpha 1 is inlet blade angle. That means at what angle the jet is impinging in the blade. that is alpha 1. And the angle between VR1 and the VW1, it is taken as beta 1, that is blade angle. At what angle the blade is fixed on the rotor. So this completes. So one more, the blade velocity. The blade velocity is between V1 and VR1, so that is taken as U1. Okay, the blade velocity between V1 and VR1, it is U1. So this is U1. U1 is between V1 and VR1. Now this completes the inlet velocity triangle. Next we have to draw outlet velocity triangle. Now in the outlets, as the fluid is flowing over the surface of the blade, so it will come out with a certain velocity, that is V2. Now so this is V2. V2. Again this is resolved into horizontal component and vertical component. Now horizontal component is tangent to the rotor. Now see, horizontal component tangent to the rotor, that is, see, this is rotating in this direction. The arrow you have to show in this direction. So this is VW1. And vertical component, is VF2. The blade is moving and relative velocity comes into picture. So relative velocity is less than V1. Now this is VR1. Now VR2, this is, see, this is VR2. Now see, this is VW1, no? Horizontal component, and is also called as tangential component. So it is VW2. VW2. Then the component between V2 and VR2, it is U2, blade velocity. Now this is the blade velocity U2. And angle between V2 and VW2, it is alpha 2. This is alpha 2, this angle alpha 2. Angle between VR2 and U2, it is, see, it is beta 2. It is beta 2. So this completes velocity triangle at the outlet. Now so I will draw separately. Now see here, see, this is inlet velocity triangle. Now see, this is V1, okay, and this is VF1, and this is VW1. Now see, when you project this V1 in the horizontal, that will give the VW1. When you project the projection of V1 on the horizontal, now see, the projection of V1 on the horizontal will give VW1. And relative velocity, which is less than V1, say V1, so VR1, okay. And the angle between V1 and VW1 is alpha 1, okay. Angle between VR, VR1 and U1, it is beta 1. And this is blade velocity at the inlet. Now this is U1. So the outlet velocity triangle. Now see, this is V2, and the horizontal component, and this is the relative velocity VR2. Okay, now see, this is VW2. Now see, when you project the V2 in the horizontal, so VW2 you will get, and this is alpha 2, and this is beta 2, and V2, and this is U2, beta 2, and this is VF2. Okay, like this you have to draw velocity triangle. To draw the velocity triangle, you have to start from the V1 only. First V1 you have to draw, then resolve horizontal component and vertical component, then relative velocity you have to draw, then alpha 1, beta 1. Similarly, you have to draw first V2 and horizontal component and vertical component and relative velocity, then alpha 2, beta 2, VW2, U2. Like this you have to draw the velocity triangles. So this completes how to draw the velocity triangles at inlet and at outlet. So this is inlet velocity triangle, and this is outlet velocity triangle.